Hey guys, thank you for coming to my channel. In this video, I'll be teaching you about conjunctions. So what are conjunctions? Conjunctions join words, phrases, and clauses. So example 1 says, I like eating cookies and ice cream for dessert. In this sentence, the conjunction and joins the independent clause, I like eating cookies, with the dependent clause, ice cream for dessert. Example 2 says, I'm sick today, but I'm still going to school. I'm sick today and I'm still going to school are both independent clauses. The but is just joining them. Example 3 says, I can't decide if I want to wear my pink boots or my blue Crocs. So I can't decide if I want to wear my pink boots is an independent clause, meaning it's a sentence. And my blue Crocs is a dependent clause, meaning it's not a sentence. So the conjunction or is just joining the independent clause with the dependent clause. There are 3 types of conjunctions that I'll be discussing: subordinating conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. So we're going to start with subordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions join independent clauses with dependent clauses. These conjunctions indicate a relationship between the clauses. These conjunctions usually express time, cause, condition, and contrast, and I'll be elaborating on this in the video. Side note number 1, independent clauses are full sentences with a subject and a verb. For example, the sentence I like eating candy has the subject I and 2 verbs, like and eating, so this makes it a full sentence. The sentence I live in a small house has a subject and a verb. The subject is I, the verb is live, so that makes this a complete sentence. And the sentence I'm wearing a yellow tank top has a subject, which is I, and a verb, wearing, which makes this a full sentence. Side note number 2, dependent clauses are not sentences and they don't make sense on their own. So our first example says, when I was walking. And this doesn't make sense because it's not a complete sentence and it doesn't give us enough information. And this dependent clause actually has a subject and 2 verbs, but it doesn't make sense on its own. So be careful because that can throw you off because it has a subject and a verb, well, 2 verbs. So you may think it's a sentence, but it's not because it doesn't give us enough information and it can't stand on its own. The next dependent clause says after the party. And obviously this isn't a full sentence. It also doesn't have a subject nor a verb, and it can't stand on its own. And the last dependent clause says to the store. This also doesn't have a subject nor a verb, and it can't stand on its own as a sentence. Next, we have subordinating conjunctions. So first we have our subordinating conjunctions of time, which are after, as soon as, until, and now that. Then we have our subordinating conjunctions of cause, which are because and since. Then we have our subordinating conjunctions of condition, which are if, only if, and unless. And then we have our subordinating conjunctions of contrast, which are although, though, despite, and whereas. Now let's use some subordinating conjunctions in sentences. So example 1 says, as soon as I get home, I'll brush my teeth. And as soon as is a subordinating conjunction of time. Example 2 says, I was mad until my friend made me laugh. Until is a subordinating conjunction of time. So this sentence is saying I was mad at first, but then when my friend made me laugh, I was no longer mad. Example 3 says, because you skipped school, I'm sending you to detention. Because is a subordinating conjunction of cause. So you did this thing, which was the cause, and the result is I'm sending you to detention. So example 4 says, I didn't graduate on time since I slacked off during the school year. So since is a subordinating conjunction of cause. So the cause of my not graduating on time is because of my slacking off during the school year. So if I hadn't done this one thing, this other thing wouldn't have happened. And that's why we use since, not only to separate the 2 clauses, but also to indicate cause. So example 5 says, I'll wear my boots only if it's cold outside. So only if is a subordinated conjunction of condition. So I'll wear my boots under one condition, and that's only if it's cold outside. I won't wear my boots if it's hot outside. I'll only wear them if it's cold outside. Example 6 says, despite having a bad morning, the rest of my day went well. And despite is a subordinating conjunction of contrast. So the despite is being used to indicate contrast because, yes, I had a bad morning, but the rest of my day still went well. Example 7 says, my friend is tall, whereas I'm short. Whereas is a subordinating conjunction of contrast. So we're saying, okay, my friend is tall, but me, on the other hand, I'm short. So this indicates contrast. Next, we have coordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions join words, phrases, and clauses of equal importance. Fanboys is the acronym that's commonly used to help us remember the primary coordinating conjunctions. So here's what the letters in Fanboys stand for. F for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. Coordinating conjunctions in sentences. So example 1 says, I didn't eat breakfast this morning, so I'm hungry now. So as you can see, the clause, I didn't eat breakfast this morning, is of equal importance as the clause, I'm hungry now. They relate to each other. And as you can see, so is the coordinating conjunction that joins the two clauses. Example 2 says, I got in a car accident, but my car is still drivable. As you can see, the clause, I got in a car accident, is of equal importance of my car is still drivable, and they also relate to each other. You can also see that but is the coordinating conjunction that joins the two clauses. Example 3 says, I don't like apples nor grapes. So I don't like apples is an independent clause that's being connected with the word grapes. And the coordinating conjunction nor is what allowed us to do so. Last but not least, we have correlative conjunctions, and these are conjunctions that are always used in pairs. For example, both and, not only but also, either or, neither nor, and whether or. These are all used in pairs. Just a side note, these conjunctions aren't always used in pairs, but some sentences make sense only if you use these in pairs. Next, we have correlative conjunctions in sentences. So example 1 says, both my friend and my mom like playing soccer. As you can see, we use both, and we also use and. Can't use one without the other. Example 2 says, not only did he steal my car, but he also crashed it. As you can see, we use not only and, but also. Example 3 says, either I'm going to the mall or I'm staying home. As you can see, either and or are a pair, and we use both of them. And in all three of these examples, the correlative conjunctions are being used to separate the clauses. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this video informative. If you did find this video informative, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, or all of the above, and I'll see you next time.